Demand for Brazilian beef is increasing by 10 to 20% per year. There is an enormous amount of market pressure for this commodity, and the direct consequence is that you need land to grow that beef. You look at U.S. Department of Agriculture data for Brazilian beef production and exports over the last 3 decades, and then you compare it to the Brazilian Space Agency deforestation data, and you do a correlation between the two, you get a 91% correlation. Now, correlation is not causation, of course, as we all know in science, but when you corroborate this information with on-the-ground local knowledge of what is going on with the beef industry. When you see the cattle herds move into cleared land, then you realize that in fact it is that. Soybeans are another major land-intensive crop that's being used not only for export to large markets such as China, but also for feed for cattle and pigs and chickens. So it is a vicious circle. You know, the Amazon is so big that it creates its own climate, its own moisture, its own precipitation. The more land that is cleared, the higher the risk that the microclimate that the Amazon creates, more of a chance that that microclimate is impacted. And if we try to reforest it, to plant more trees and undo this damage, it's not entirely guaranteed that that effort will be successful. And that's why you hear talk about tipping points. Policy initiatives that would limit the demand of Brazilian beef would be absolutely the first line of defense. And the second would be to educate the public about what the impact of beef is on the climate. By eliminating beef or reducing it substantially from our diets, we reduce greenhouse gas emissions, reduce pollution, water pollution. We would also reduce a lot of methane. We should be creating a plan that is based on data, facts, science. That is really what we should be doing.